Interesting. Yeah, that brings the question to mind. How far were they willing to go over money versus an Earth Angel's life? Because that's what you're telling everyone, isn't it? So let's talk about what we also remember them saying. They remember saying that Anubis incarnated with Pisces, and as they spin around the wheel, I mean, that means even if they come back down here grounded and centered, because, I mean, all of this would be human life, positive or negative. And I would, and I hear that they've summoned the jinn. Once again, when I hear jinn, and if they were really like sitting on the other side of the screen, like it was a gas chamber for chosen ones, like a bunch of Nazis, it's just what it is. Did those have viewing windows? Did those have viewing? I don't know. We'll have to ask Hollywood. Anyway, so even if Anubis were to spin them around, can we prove? Because I do remember one of you ladies saying that they were going to drop them in an elevator because hell was too good for them. Was going to drop them in an elevator like right above Hades because hell was too good for them, and give them the holy fire hotter than hell while they're in the hot box, while they're in the... Isn't that what you ladies said? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Look at that, less than 2 minutes. So we'll definitely call that a short. Anyway, trying to cut lives short just leads to bad decisions. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And what are you going to do about it? I mean, you're talking about... And I don't even think it was really the money. I think it was the whole aspect of rich men wanting your children. It's just what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about that. I do agree with returning to innocence while we find out, hang on, I guess I was quite prepared. While we find out just how hot that box is going to get for them. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about Anubis dragging them down to the... Because, I mean, that is what you said. You said that Hades was too good for them, that they would, like, take them in an elevator. And, I mean, I don't know anything about that. I do appreciate you saying that we escaped hell, and, it does. And we've already told you that Starseed's lives play out like a movie. And we already told you that they failed before they ever started. It's just what it is. I mean, do we have to throw a bucket of water on the witches? I'm melting. It's something as simple as that. I'm melting. So water represents emotion. And yes, New Mexico is getting quite the deluge, I hear. But it was interesting when I went and looked up Italy last night, because I remember Chosen 144 talking about a Scorpio having magic backfire, and it made me think of this one Scorpio that's in my reviews. She had called me one time having difficulty because she had lost everything to spiritual work, and it's what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about that. I think I did specifically say that. I think I said, repeat after me. Scott is not the practitioner to go to when you lose everything to black magic. It's just not. I mean, let your whole bloodline, because that's what they say. They say that they've cursed their entire bloodline. And then I start thinking, I mean, is that cursing their entire bloodline to the elevator that takes them? It can't take them all the way down because that's too good for them. That's too good for them. That's what it is. Who knows? I mean, it's just what it is. Who knows? My job is to forgive and forget. It's just what it is. Oh, we never forget, I guess, but INFJ do. I mean, I can't remember. I've never, really thought very long and hard about people that I don't know in a box right above the flames. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything. I bet they are in their feelers, though. That's what it is. I mean, when you hear a reader say, and you're right, they don't like the tarot community, but when you hear a reader say that God has showed up in the Earth Angel's life, and then I start naming natural disasters after karmic family members, it's just what it is. You have to know that something very paranormal INFJ is going on. See, it says so right here. If you look up INFJ nutrition facts, it'll tell you all the things about the paranormal and conspiracies and how we're like 110% right, I think is what it says. I can't remember. I can't. This is 110% doesn't exist, but so it is. We do 6 impossible things before breakfast. So, congratulations, INFJ. You survived. They were unable to create another Abraham Lincoln INFJ incident. They were unable to create another Martin Luther King INFJ incident. Yeah, they halfway got the Nelson Mandela INFJ. You know what the whole Mandela effect is, right? Nelson Mandela was an INFJ. At one point we were all taught that he had passed away in some dark box right above the flames. Happy birthday to you! That's what it is. And yeah, she is mortified. So that's what it is. That's what it is. We don't care about Miss Mortified. Miss Mortified, it's her birthday today. Anyway. So if you've got the Nelson Mandela incident where we were all taught that he didn't make it out of I don't know, a third world prison, and then it comes back to be the best president that Africa ever had. Hey, it's good. It's good that INFJs have that effect on humanity. It is good. Mahatma Gandhi, another INFJ. He did some weird shit for sure. It's just what it is, though. That was his entire quote was, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then the whole group gaggle, hive, herd, collaboration, whatever, then they fight you, and then you win. It's just what it is. God steps in. God steps in for his chosen ones. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I hear everybody's in their feelers, and that's fine. I mean, being in your feelers now versus whatever these girls are talking about, because that's what she said. She said that Hades was too good for them, that the ancestors were going to drag them down like right above the flames. Just like right above the flames. And I don't know, is that an eternity above the flames? That's what it is. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. They said you escape from hell, your life plays out like a movie. And it's just what it is. I mean, I think they were given every chance over and over and over again to come into alignment with the Most High, but see, they chose to throw rocks at the Most High. Even if we're right here protected with a circle in the middle, and they're throwing rocks, it's still shaking. I mean, you're shaking the cord that goes to the Most High, and the Most High doesn't like its etheric cord shook. It just doesn't. That usually leads to natural disasters named after you, and I can't do anything about that. I don't name the natural disasters. I just receive them as presents on the holidays. So, that's what it is. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. I ask you to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. So I just made a short, when you put people in charge that are more interested in money and sucking the energy out of your children on an island, it's what it is. They're the ones in charge. You're the one, you voted them into office or gave them the power that they assume that they have. And then the people they pay lose the list. There's all kinds of shit going on in the background. However, there's also camp mystic children that we should think about. It's just what it is. I know the INFJ mystic, we survived all that. We just kind of camped out here. And waited for the towers to start falling, because that's what the reader said, is every time they came after the INFJ unicorn, earth angel, mystic healer, shapeshifter, that natural disasters were happening, that God was taking care of it. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And then when I hear that, oh wait, I got coffee. Hang on, you'll have to wait. So when I hear that about a Scorpio rotting from the inside out, I immediately go over to Italy, and wouldn't you know, they've been having storms since my birthday. And I mean, to see something like that from the Watchers, the Sun Watchers, or whatever it is, I guess it's God's wrath over one of his Watchers. It's just what it is. On my birthday. It's just what it is. Because that's what it says. It says, March 16th, 2025. Watchers, Italy, fucking Italy's getting washed away. And it's what it is. And then, I have an Italian Hioka in my reviews. Ooh, that says yum. Another individual that I never would work with, but yet get reviews. I get wonderful reviews from them. So I don't want to assume the witch that had lost everything and tried to come talk to me for counseling or whatever. I don't want to assume that's it, but it does lead right to, what does it lead to? Natural disasters in Italy on my birthday. So it's what it is. Happy birthday to me. And it is, and it was the Watchers, whatever it says. You'll have to go to my community page and look around, but it's like right at the bottom of the screenshot. It says March 16th, 2025, the Watchers. So sounds like some Earth Angel shit's going on your planet, doesn't it? It's just what it is. It's just the Watchers. No big deal. Just bless these cards again. Clear that energy. God is all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. So, see, that's the thing. Anyone's going to create a hate train on your spiritual gifts because they don't fucking have any. And that's fine. It's okay to not have any spiritual gifts. They didn't sit like little elves on the shelf and work on their spiritual gifts all year long so that they could present them to their families. Me, I get to present natural disasters to mine. It's just what it is. Thank you, universe. It's a little bit of everywhere. Their love, their light, their health, their wealth, their abundance. It is scattered about. New Mexico's underwater. And go talk to Dr. Hawk. I'm sure he can prescribe you something to spit on that thing or dip it in the deluge in New Mexico. It's just what it is. They say, and I don't know who they are in the tarot community, but they say when you come up after a chosen one or a healer, a 5-star healer, that natural disasters are what you get for your actions. And it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Everything happens for a reason. There is no such thing as coincidence. Everything is a co-created experience with the divine. That's what it is. Pisces, tell God what you want. Or Dolores Cannon, tell the angels what you want and then sit back and watch the magic happen. Well, it's what it is. And having a connection to the Most High through my Leo rising Saturn, I took the boss move. I went to the chief, to the head honcho. And I made my demands. I'm like, hey, you know what? They're trying to sacrifice Earth Angels on the planet. Money's more important because of their, winner personality inside children on an island. It's just what it is, God. What do? It's kind of like Mork getting in his cosmic egg. Mork calling Orson. Come in, Orson. And it's what it is. And I got the advice that I needed, and patience was needed, but all I kept getting was natural disasters named after people just like you. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about how far these people were willing to go for it. I'll buy that for $1. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And is it a dangerous situation? Well, hell yeah, there's natural disasters happening all over the planet on my birthday. And then the Watchers are certain to send that to me so I can screenshot it and throw it on my community page. Thank you for that, Spirit. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. What did we learn? How about not attacking divine healers? That fucking, for starters, that'd be a great idea, especially not one connected to the angels. Now you got war angels all in the cards. And when I hear her say that war angels are showing up to the planet, if you look at Loki, the Earth Angel from Dogma, him and Ben Afflicted, Matt Demon and Ben Afflicted, it's just what it is. But then you go over to the mask and you've got Jim Carney, the Carney rubber face guy. It's what it is. That mask, that is the mask of Loki, the god of war or mischief or whatever. And it's what it is. Being an Aries, Mercury, Venus, the god's morning star, and then that breaks down to an INFJ Loki Avenger. They demonized the healer, and that's just not cool. So what am I avenging? Your past life regressions? What am I avenging? Fucking an energy transfer through Reiki? It's just what it is. I guess being on our destined path was divine judgment. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. How did you treat the healer? Oh, we treated the healer like we deserve natural disasters. Well, then natural disasters are what went back to you. Didn't you know? They've been telling you for months. It's just what it is. Cards in the upright? No, cool. We'll flip that shit around. What is the predominant question, Spirit? Yeah, they manifested it. That's what it is. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Cool. Enjoy your floods. They wanted to flood. They wanted to overwhelm the Earth Angel. Okay, cool. Now people are overwhelmed all over the place. Just go let those overwhelmed people know. They just wanted to overwhelm an Earth Angel, and God said stop, and they didn't fucking listen. So here we go. Top row is the 5D moving down through time and space into the 3D. Look at that. How about that spiritual truth coming out? Look at that. Uh-oh, Spirit is worried. Now, when Spirit is worried, when the 5D is worried, as above, so below. Look at that. Love is in the upright. And love always wins. Love always wins. Uh-oh, it was over money. See, love always wins, and now they're losing everything for coming up against God. And it's what it is. It's just like the Earth Angel just said, you know what, let me step out of line. Because they did. They wanted me to step out of character. So I did. I just stepped out of character, and I let God come down and fill the bubble and just, ah! Yeah, that's what it is. All over money. And I can't do anything. It's vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Okay. Thank you. Now, when I hear her talking about Aztec ancestors have gotten involved, would that be Leo Rising's ancestors? Because they say Pisces ancestors don't play, but Leo's rising, that's the Jaguar cult from the Aztec region. Look at that. Our prayers have been answered. Tezcatlipoca, that would be the lord of sorcery, the demonic sun god of human sacrifice. And it's just what it is. They told you Pisces ancestors don't play, and now they're not playing. It's what it is. Look at that energy exchange from the 5D. Congratulations. Moving forward. So, what's going to be the next contestant card on the 5D prices, right? Let's see. Tell them what they've won, Johnny. The Earth Angel. Look at that. Congratulations. That person doesn't look like an Earth Angel. Well, you know what? I went and I trimmed my palm tree outside just so I can have a nice place underneath the palm tree to just kind of relax. You ladies and the angels, when the ladies and the angels tell me to work on my garden, then it's just what it is. Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. It's just what it's when you're talking about God is protecting you from people that you don't even know. And it's what it is. I mean, if they came up against an Earth Angel, then they're getting the wrath of God, and I can't do anything about that. I'm not responsible for the wrath of God. It's just what it is. Just what it is. However, these spiritual truths are being... two fell out. Well, yeah, we'll be removing the negative energy, and this card came flying out. Yeah, higher consciousness. Look at that. Yeah, see, now, higher consciousness, whether you have it or you don't, has Spirit worried? It's just what it is. Spirit is worried about this higher consciousness. It's just what it is, because roaches don't like the light. It's like triggering their demons. When you flip the light on, the roaches just kind of scatter. And it's kind of an infestation at this point. It's just what it is. And I don't know about the INFJ unicorns, but I know if you girls are anything like me, you see a fucking roach. Ah! And it's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's like this guy in the room seeing a mouse. And it's just what it is. But when you have these crooked criminal fucks being taught that the rat is the truth speaker. No. The cat eats the fucking rats. So, I'm the big boss rat. Yeah, cats eat your ass. So love always wins. Meow. That's what it is. We're not going to fight that shit. It always wins. Why would you try to... And it's what it is. They tried, not only did they weaponize the justice system, but they tried to weaponize love. Okay, great. Well, love always wins. Fucking let them. It always wins. They want to weaponize shit? Cool. It only goes back on them. They're loving themselves. The love they gave is the love that went back on them. Oh, we gave hate. Well, you received hate. I can't do anything. If the rules of the game of life are very simple. They give love, they will receive love. They give hate, they will receive hate. They give criticism, they will receive criticism. They judge, they will be judged. If he lies, he will be lied to. If he cheats, he will be cheated. And that's what it is. That's why I have to do everything in the fucking dark so that, all these people don't continue to get karma. Harmony and balance is in the upright. Spiritually, there's been a spiritual inheritance that was stolen by dumb fucks, but it's what it is. They got natural disasters as a consolation prize. So it's cursed money. So prayers have been answered, and frenemies. Nothing more than the truth-making frenemies. And that's what it is. Spirit says the energy exchange is in the upright, and these masculines are upside down. Thank God I am a negative feminine mutable. It's just what it is. Anyway, so you've got these earth angels in the upright. Oh, so is the feminine energies. The predominant feminine energies in your reality are supporting the earth angel. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Fucking, I bet they don't like the tarot community because my cards don't lie either. Especially not when my cards are telling the same fucking story that you just told me right before your eyes. Keep in mind, everything that I just got through talking about is playing out before your eyes right now. Thank you, ladies. Looks like these spiritual truths that are coming out as we remove energy with natural disasters. What is black magic? The rain represents cleansing, right? So anytime I see a Camp fucking Mystic got flooded. Okay, great. Water represents cleansing. So what were they doing with fucking kids at a Mystic camp? That's what it is. I don't make any accusations. I just watch the natural disasters that the divine mirrors back to me. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. You go see your false idols, Loki from Dogma, Matt Damon, and Ben Afflicted. And Jim Carney is what it is. Fucking clowns. Families are upside down because of this shit. Spirit is worried because higher consciousness has flipped families upside down over black magic. And Chicago told thousands of people yesterday that the black magic was cast by karmic family members. Okay, well, cool. That's not a divine Pisces because Pisces isn't any better. That's the fucking senior. We're the seniors at the fucking school. So as we're the divine seniors of Pisces, that's what it is. We've lived one extra lifetime at least. We've lived hundreds of fucking lifetimes, but one extra to have an extra lineage. And that outranks them spiritually. So when they cast magic, the universe fucks them up. Oh, look at that. Look, love always wins, and people are... I'm not fighting that shit. If love always wins, why the fuck would you fight that? Women who can't teach you anything are showing us that as it plays out. That's what it is. So, their wealth flipped upside down. Spiritual wealth is out of here. That shit's not happening. So, it's what it is. You got harmony and balance out of the situation. Your spiritual inheritance is the gifts that you received. Did they give anything to the earth angel, or did they just take? Cool. As I call my energy back, it's not that hard to figure out. It's not that hard to figure out. They keep attaching karmic cords to me. I keep cutting mine. I don't want anything to fucking do with them, but I will be calling my energy back all around the fucking board. Calling my energy back, giving it to God, giving it to the earth. We're grid workers. We're working on the grid. What is a Christ consciousness grid worker? Look it the fuck up. Do your research. So you got prayers being answered, and frenemies are supporting that because they have no fucking intuition. They tried to take your intuition and they lost their own. They tried to take your spiritual gifts and it cost them their own. They tried to take Pisces spiritual protection, and now hell, I would assume I have all of theirs. So, energy exchanges in the upright spiritually. These masculines are pissed off and upside down because of it, and it was due to an initiation into a death cult. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Were they trying to sacrifice an earth angel? Earth angel's in the upright. Feminine energy is supporting that, and they are not masters of their craft. Simple enough. That's what it is. You've got a bunch of women who are not masters of fucking witchcraft supporting an earth angel. Simple enough. Black magic, families upside down, women who can't teach you anything. There's a change in consciousness from that. They didn't have any fucking intuition to follow, or they wouldn't have done it. Or they knew, but just did it anyway because they didn't care. They initiated or attuned to the, go find something safe to do. That's what it is. Yeah, ego deaths. Either way, we win. We won an ego death out of the situation. Cool. So we have an ego death by women over top of not being masters of their craft, supporting a spiritual earth angel, a bodhisattva in the upright. Oh, look at all that shit that fell on the ground. Do, 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 do. What just fell on the ground, Spirit? Oh, that's right. Ego deaths. Women having ego deaths supporting an earth angel. Ouch, that's got to be fun. Anyway. Before I go getting ahead of myself because of getting excited, knocking shit off the table. It's just what it is. Can't do much about that now, can we? Can't do much about that now, can we? Black magic is being supported by the fact they're losing their power. They tried to take Pisces spiritual gifts and Pisces magic, and they ended up losing their own. Okay, congratulations. That's what it is. Truce out. To remove that negative energy, you have to take their toys away from them. Simple enough. No toys for you. Tisk, tisk. Spirit is worried about how they treated higher consciousness. It's got families flipped upside down and total fucking system failure. Hey, that's what it is. Dragons are upside down. Okay, I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. So we've got love that always wins. We're certainly not going to fight that. It always wins. And women who can't teach you anything are being supported by nothing will ever grow for them again. They've cursed their entire bloodlines. I would have to agree. That's what it is. I mean, and I don't, once again, pause, time out. I don't want to assume that another reader is talking about a Scorpio death energy rotting on the inside being in my 5-star reviews. I don't want to assume that at all. If it is, it is. When they came to me, I couldn't do nothing for them. And when I reject people, oh God, the fight is on. He won't help me. He's evil. He won't work with me. That's what it is. It's throwing a fucking fit, right? But that's okay because on my birthday, looks like Italy flooded like shit. So that's in my community page. Working forward, show some gratitude. That's what it is. It's just what you got to think about that. Their money is upside down, but we have harmony and balance now. So the change in consciousness, show some gratitude to that. That's what it is. Right? I mean, when you have multiple readers talking about this is the time for giving and not taking, cool. That's right. I'm giving right now. Right? What did they do? They gave energy that went right back onto them. Oh God, look what he's doing to us. No. What you put out goes back to you. What you wanted for another is what you wanted for yourself. There is a divine light within you all. What you wanted for the divine light within another is what you wanted for the divine light within yourself. You wanted to play games with the divine light? Cool. In polarity through cause and effect, that is dying light. The zombie apocalypse, baby. That's what it is. I can't do anything about unaware people running around like the walking fucking dead in designer tattered clothes due to natural disaster looking for brains. We don't have any brains. That's what it is. Fucking a sleepy society. I can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. Ain't nothing going to wake you up quicker than a natural disaster. Health is what it is. Right? They jeopardized people's health, and that's the energy that is all over the collective now that they don't like. Is what the links they were willing to go to for money, from practitioner to practitioner. Why? Because I won't work with them? That's what it is. Why do I not work with them? Because I get floods in Italy on my birthday from the watchers. Go look at it's in my review. It's in my community page. And Facebook. I posted it everywhere. I just you have divine lights, star energies on your planet. Okay, cool. You idolize false idols that are demons. The devil cannot create on its own. It has to have its false idols. That's the secrets that they don't want to come out. And right, if I understand NPCs or backdrop people or any of that shit, cool. How many extras do you think are just disappearing magically? They don't have a soul. They're extras. They're NPCs. They're non-playing characters. There certainly is a secret with their human sacrifice rituals they don't want you to know now, isn't there? And they went up against the right one or the wrong one. It's either way. It depends on what side of the wheel of karma you're on, because I'm right in the middle. Oh my God, he's amazing. Oh my God, he sucks. Yeah, well, whatever you put out, suck is going to bow back on you. Oh, look how amazing you are. Ah. Karma. It's the Life Path 8 Earth Angel of Karma. Earth Angel, karma. Distancing ourselves from the karmics. Cutting out the people, places, and things that are having natural disasters like clockwork. It's just, ooh, 2 came flying out. Yeah, be compassionate. It's just what it is. What is supporting the compassion? People being in their emotions. People are going to be all in their feelers. That's what it is. I mean, you got to think. When I hear a reader say that people were getting up every morning waiting for an individual's demise, well, what is the next 8-year cycle going to look like? Is that Earth Angel going to be getting up every morning waiting to hear about their demise? Put your heart into your work. Find something safe to do. Thank you for the new like. I appreciate that. So what is supporting putting your heart into your work? Nurturing it. Put your heart into something and nurture that shit. Find something safe to do. If they give love, they will receive love. If they give hate, they will receive hate. Like a God-force train. Can't do anything about that. I can't fucking, that's what that whole thing means. If you are not the light at the end of the tunnel, you're heading towards a train. Cool. So when you hit play on my videos, if you don't put yourself in my shoes, what you put out goes back on you. You're walking towards a train. If you're not the light at the end of the tunnel, hi, look at me, I'm at the end of the tunnel. See this light? If you're not the light at the end of the tunnel, you're walking towards a train. Okay, cool. So, that's the problem with the energy vampires. You've got energy vampires all over the planet that are now starting to realize that they could not see their reflection in the INFJ's mirror. Like, ooh, look at this opportunity. Right, yeah, cool. So you affected my normal meditation. My energy affects you in ways you don't understand. You couldn't see your reflection. What was taken will be returned. Take my energy, it gets returned. I can't do anything about that. Don't be taking people's energy. Right? I'm not like everybody else. You can't do that shit with me. So thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. Right? If I don't have a fucking review from you, you do not have, I do not have, I've given no one consent to just ideas. Yeah, that's great. But they're harvesting energy. That affects people's health. Right? And you got women talking about cursing their bloodlines and da-da-da. They're going to be looking for someone to fucking blame, and it's just what it is. Themselves. They will have to blame themselves. So that's enough of that. It's just what it is. And you got to think, it's an absolute way. Look at the energy that we're dealing with. Why wouldn't you be under divine judgment with natural disasters? The fuck have you done for the environment to improve it? The fuck? Cloud seeding, weather manipulation, da-da-da. No. That's fucking up one thing and trying to cover it up by fucking up something more. That's an utter fuck up. You're creating more and more fuck ups by guys who aren't smart enough to get their winners out of kids on an island. So, not that I have a problem with that, but they made the fucking law and then it's a double standard. Oh, you know what? We're just going to skim off the dog. Oh, we going to get you. We're going to get you paid right there. We're going to grease that wheel. We're going to grease you. Yeah. That's what it is. All right. So we'll be taking a break. We may come back. We may not. Who knows what the fuck we're going to do. Pisces has to move in silence because of kitty diddlers in America running the show. Warlocks, whatever the fuck. Whatever you girls are talking about. Y'all know everything about the fucking Earth Angels, so continue. Namaste.